You are live, right? Are we live? Going live, are we live? Oh, finally. You are live, right? Alright, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Mike, the FX Boss, broadcasting you live on YouTube and other streaming platforms. Welcome to the Forex Course 101, everybody. Never forget, trading is a learnable skill when you learn in the correct way. My goal is to bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years with our partner, which is Darwinex Zero. Okay, just remember this is independent insights. Okay, I don't represent the broker, and I'm not their I'm not their employee, all right? But Darwinex, it's a partner. Okay, everybody. Moving forward, if you want to receive the free manual, please send me an email. And if you want to receive the free ebook, everybody, the little book of trading secrets with this beautiful guy, please visit the website www.fxbossfx.com. okay, everything is for free, doesn't cost you a cent. And never forget, you're going to graduate from this course when number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number two, you have a strategy in place, you understand why you win, why you lose. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Today we are going to work on number one and number three. Risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice, we're here to learn. And I don't have Skype anymore. Skype is going to end, everybody. So for questions and homeworks, you have my email, right? And if you want, everybody, we have a new show on the trading channel. It's called Costa Capital. We have a new show to offer you, everybody. It's called Currency, also in Portuguese, but we have Currency Analyst on Demand. Okay, it's for free, it doesn't cost you, so you can talk to, today is going to be Douglas on the line, you know, you can talk to Douglas and ask questions, alright, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, everybody, let's get down to it, right? So today we have one very important lesson to cover, and it's called Introduction to Multiple Time Frames. Okay, everybody? And we are going to do something like this. We're going to split the screen in 4 parts, and the left up corner, everybody, is going to represent the monthly chart. The left down corner is going to represent the weekly chart. The right up corner is going to represent the daily chart, and right down corner is going to represent the smaller time frames, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 15 minute, whatever chart, right? Now, on the monthly chart, the market is like this. Just an example. Maybe for an inch, you know, whatever. On the weekly chart, the market is like this, everybody. On the daily chart, the market is like this. And on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 15 minute chart, the market is like this. Alright? The question is, how are you going to trade? How are you going to trade? Meaning, are you going to buy the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 15 minute chart, or are you going to sell the 1 hour, 2 hour, 40 minute chart? Type in the chat, what do you think? There is no right or wrong. Type in the chat. And today the lesson is Introduction to Multiple Time Frames. What we are basically learning is the concept that, never forget, it's a trading, okay, trading concept. The higher time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame. This is the concept we're going to work. Okay, now to have a better golden nugget, right? Golden nugget to have a better probability on our trade, we need to have the best alignment possible between the 4 charts. Okay, everybody? So we're working on those 2 today. It's a trading concept, the higher time frame controls price action. So we're trying to understand, remember, every session you are going to graduate from this course when you have a complete understanding. Number 3, you have a complete understanding of how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. So you are on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart or 50-minute chart, and you are here. What are you going to do? Are you going to buy or are you going to sell? Are you going to buy the market as per direction, or are you going to sell the market as per direction? Now there is no right or wrong, but to have a better probability on our trade, we need to have the best alignment possible between the 4 charts. Hedge fund trader Alexander, hedge fund trader Shantana, hedge fund trader Olga, hedge fund trader David. What are you going to do in here? Buy or sell? Type in the chat. There is no right or wrong, don't worry. Yeah, I'm going to wait for YouTubers too. Shantana says sell. Okay, so you are the teacher, I'm the student. Teacher Shantana, why would you sell an uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? What are you doing? Why would you sell? You cannot escape the why, everybody. If you sell, if you say sell, I'm going to ask you why. If you say buy, I'm going to ask you why. You cannot escape the why. Sell, good morning. Why sell? Why would you sell an uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 50-minute chart? I'm the student now. I'm the student. You are my teacher and say, oh, sell. And I'm looking at the charts and thinking, why sell? The market's making clearly higher highs, higher lows. Why are we selling? Isn't this risky, teacher Shantana? Olga, what would you do? David, what would you do? Alexander, what would you do? Hello David, how are you? Would you buy or would you sell? As per direction. We're not talking about entries, like we clarified yesterday, don't be too attached, oh, I'm going to wait for it. We're talking about, you are trying to understand how this market works, how price action moves, right? Would you buy or would you sell? There is no right or wrong. But the question is, if you sell, isn't selling the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart risky? I'm the student now. I'm the student and I'm asking you, teacher, isn't shorting the market because it's making higher highs, higher lows risky? They all reach end of extension. Shantana, talk to me. I'm the student and I'm asking you, why are we... Okay, let's simplify for you, right, everybody? For our chart, it's here. All right, what are you going to do now? Everybody, don't listen to me. Don't be smart, all right? Okay, everybody, you are trying to be smart on paper. Does this make sense? Don't be smart on paper like, oh, you know, because you are not trading from paper. If I would see your account, I would clearly see what you're doing, Does this make sense? Olga says buy. Shantana, buy for our chart. David, buy. All right. I'm the student. Boss, so I'm the student, you know. Teacher Shantana, teacher David, teacher Olga, but isn't buying the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart from the daily perspective, isn't this risky? So the price action, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart up in here is here. Can you see it, everybody? Give me a second. There you go. This circle on the 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart is this circle. You are looking exactly at the same price action from a different time frame. So I'm the student, you know, and I'm asking you, well, yeah, fair enough, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, 15 chart is making hard highs, hard lows, but when I go on the daily, and the daily time frame controls price action and movement, trading concept, the higher time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame. We didn't learn yet, you know, but the market is at past resistance. So if I buy the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, what's the probability of my trade? Olga, the long-term trend on the daily is up. Daily, it's this one, Olga, the D, that's the daily. So I would say the daily, it's making lower lows, lower highs. I would say, Olga, it's down, not up, if we agree, everybody. So one more time. Boss, you're never satisfied. I'm trying to teach you. What are you going to do down in here? 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. If you say, I'm going to sell, I'm going to ask you, why are you selling an uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? If you say, okay, I'm going to buy because you're not satisfied, I'm going to ask you, why would you buy the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart when the daily is at past resistance, which we didn't learn yet? So isn't this risky, everybody? I must misschedule so that no problem. So you have the two questions, everybody. We are still down on the trading time frame, the smaller time frame, which is 90% of retail traders, and I'm the student, or I'm your employee, hedge fund boss David, tell me what to do on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart. Boss Olga, tell me what to do on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart. Boss Shantana, tell me what to do on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart. I'm the student here, I'm learning from you guys. But I have those questions, make sense? Buy, I'm asking you, isn't buying a downtrend on the daily at this level risky? And if you say short, I'm going to ask you, isn't buying the uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart risky? Everybody? I'm waiting for an answer. Golden nugget: to have a better probability on our trade, we need to have the best alignment possible between the 4 charts. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to give you a hint, alright? A help. The 1 hour, 2 hour, the 4 hour, they are in direct relationship, those charts are in direct relationship with the daily. Now the daily, it's a direct relationship with the weekly, and the weekly, it's a direct relationship with the monthly. That's the matrix now that you must, I mean, today it's introduction to multiple time frames, but the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is going to move according to this matrix. Make sense? Boss, what is matrix? Matrix means that you are trying to learn how the monthly influence the weekly price action, how the weekly patterns influence the daily price action, and how the daily price action and patterns influence the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Boss, can you repeat please? Alignments means that you're trying to get an understanding when you're looking at the chart how the monthly influences as per price action and patterns the weekly, then how the weekly, not the monthly, the weekly, how the weekly influence the monthly doesn't have a direct relationship to the daily. Does this make sense? The monthly is the grandfather, the weekly is the father, the daily is the son. Example. Make sense? So how the weekly is going to influence the daily as per price action and patterns, because the higher time frame patterns are stronger than the smaller time frame patterns, and then how the daily price action and patterns influence the smaller time frames, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Does this make sense, everybody? So back to the original question. I'm going to help you along the line, don't worry. I need a decision. Hedge fund trader Olga, hedge fund trader David, hedge fund trader Shantana on YouTube. I need a decision. Tell me what to do. Buy or sell the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. If you don't know, type in the chat. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm an analyst and I don't have a read right now. You know, I don't have a read. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. You know, the 1 hour, 2 hour, I can kind of understand. I might understand the daily, but now the weekly and the monthly, I'm lost. I don't have a good read on the chart. You are the teacher, I'm the student. You are the teacher, I'm the student. We wait. No, we don't wait. You cannot wait. Everything is on the chart. You just need to learn how to interpret things. But fair enough. Thank you for being honest, David. Hedge fund trader Olga, tell me what to do. Hedge fund trader Shantana, tell me what to do. We are trading the shortened trend on the daily. Now we are trading the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, which is going up. Olga, the trend on the daily is down. The trend on the daily, can you see Olga here? relevant high, relevant low, relevant lower high, relevant lower low, and now speculation wise we are at the next relevant lower low. So the blue, the daily, if I delete the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, the blue, the daily, is down. Can you see it, Olga? Sell the daily. We are not trading the daily. We are trading the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. This is why I love this profession, everybody. Can you see it? This chart, the smaller time frames are going to behave if you it's always a probability game, for a lack of a better word. It's not a game, it's a profession. But the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is going to move according on what is happening between the relationship daily to the weekly, weekly to the monthly, if you want an answer. Okay? Just remember, we are not trading the daily, we are trading the 1 hour, 2 hour. This is where most of retail traders trade, because I don't want to be rude and arrogant, but most retail traders, you know, don't have millions of dollars to go on weekly, you know. And everybody, did you know that for you to trade the daily, you must have a minimum $10,000 in the account? Did you know this? The broker is not going to tell you, because the broker makes money on the commission, the spread. For you to have any chance of making any money with this knowledge, if you trade the daily, you need a minimum of $10,000, and you are not going to be able to trade all the 27 currency pairs. Why? Because of the stop loss. A stop on the 1 hour, theoretically speaking, the stop loss on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, you know, could be, you know, from 50 pips to 200 pips to 600 pips. Daily we are talking about thousands of pips or points, whatever you want. Does this make sense? Darwinex Zero gives you the 100,000 sure. That's why Darwinex Zero, it's an I believe, you know, it's the best for starters. It's the best engine. You know, it's going to measure how you trade, you know, what to do. Risk engine is going to tell you you are risking too much, or the risk engine is going to tell you you are not risking enough. You should risk more. So David says, wait, Shantana and Olga, I need an answer from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Boss, what we're going to do in here? Or David, if you want to make another decision, tell me what to do. Buy or sell. But I told you, you're thinking, but I told him already. Yeah, but you didn't explain. You did explain nothing to me, you know. Buy. We are still here, everybody. Make sense? So let's transit to from the daily to the weekly. Whatever you say, buy or sell, you give your answer on the daily. Now, what is the weekly telling you? What is going to happen on the daily? And then, if the daily is going to go up, okay, listen to this, focus now. If the weekly is going to go up, the weekly is going to grab the daily and is going to push the daily up. Does this make sense? If the weekly is going to literally grab the price action and drag it up, what do you think is going to happen between the relationship between the daily and the 2 hour? Does this make sense? And the weekly is going to grab the daily and bring it down. You know, and the daily is going to, what do you think is going to, and the daily is going to look at the 4 hour, what do you think the daily going to do with the 4 hour, 1 hour? Can you understand this, everybody? Shantana, buy 4 hour. Olga, in case the daily is down, then should sell on the 4 hour with the right stop. But the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, it's up. Okay, let me help you, right? With the understanding. Try to learn. This is a mindset, all right, that you're trying to learn as a good analyst. You're not a trader yet, you're an analyst. Okay, so I must understand, everybody, that whatever I do on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, then this depends on the daily. But if I short now, I am speculating. Does this make sense? So when I'm asking you why are we shorting the uptrend, this is a no-go. Does this make sense? Retail traders lose money because this is the difference between retail trader and an institutional trader. Even if you are a junior trader in an institution, your mindset is different. Retail traders tend to, so I'm a retail trader, you know, I'm learning the market, and I might understand the relationship. So I'm thinking, and I'm saying, okay, so the daily it's near the downtrend line. Let's short the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. I just speculated. Make sense? I'm going to short the market in here on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, you know, and then the market is going to do the next leg up. Can you relate to this, everybody? The market is not going to fall when you want. You're going to learn more about this in the advanced course. The market is not going to move up or down. The market is not going to hit your take profit when you want. The market doesn't care about what you wish, what you want, how fast you want to make the money, how much money. The market doesn't care. So if this is the price section on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, you've learned about relevant highs and lows. The market didn't break the relevant low yet, and you are shorting the 1 hour, 2 hour chart because the daily it's here, right? And you think that the daily is going to go down. Does this make sense? Oh yeah, but it has past resistance. Past resistance, it's an area. You might get the direction right, but bad timing again. Does this make sense? So don't speculate. Whatever you do, buy or sell, doesn't really matter. Don't speculate, don't short the market because, oh, you know, not the daily, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Does this make sense, everybody? Olga, in the case the daily is down, then we should sell the 4 hour with the right stop loss. So if it happens, right? If it happens that the 4 hour chart is going to break the relevant low, you know, then the daily is going to start to push down like this. Okay, just an example. So on the 4 hour chart is going to be lower low finally, you know, just an example. And so what are you going to do now, everybody? This is the 4 hour chart, and this is now the daily chart. How are you going to trade the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? And then I'm going to give you the answer that you're not going to like the answer. That's a no-brainer, right? 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart broke the lower low, broke the uptrend line. The daily is reacting to past resistance. I can see it on the chart. No-brainer, right? What are you going to do on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart now? Meaning down in here. Are you going to buy or are you going to sell? This happens all the time. I'm waiting for Shantana. Shantana is thinking, I'm waiting for Shantana to tell what would be the correct thing to say. Now it's complicated, right? Now I complicated a little bit. Buy or sell the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Okay, let me give you a better way. Okay, you can also trade the daily, right? Before it was 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. Now you are allowed to trade. So this is a class. You are in an university. This is a course. Now I'm telling you as a teacher, as a coach, now you're allowed to take in consideration also the daily. How would you trade the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and how would you trade the daily too? One or the other? Shantana, buy. Okay, everybody, there is no right or wrong, right? Okay, why? There is no right or wrong. You need to understand the why. Shantana, are you buying the daily or are you buying the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour? Hedge fund trader David, what are you going to do? Hedge fund trader Olga, what are you going to do? That there is no right or wrong. And Shantana, if you're buying, what's the pattern that you're buying? Because stop loss goes on the pattern traded, right? 4 hour, okay? Shantana, I'm sorry to tell you, you just lost. You bought the 4 hour down in here. You bought the 4 hour, the market went back to the trend line, and I'm sorry to tell you, you lost. You were buying a downtrend on the 4 hour. You were buying a downtrend on the daily. I'm sorry, Shantana, you lost. Fair enough, everybody? David, sell. Olga, sell. Shantana, everybody talk to me, right? Fair enough? The market was making lower low. I could clearly see on the daily market making lower lows, lower highs. I could clearly see the daily, the blue one, is responding to past resistance. You know, it's going down. I can see it. On the 4 hour chart, the market broke the relevant low, made a lower low, and I was buying. I lost the trade. Fair enough? Fair enough, everybody? There is no right or wrong, but me playing against the market, this is what is going to happen. Fair enough? David, fair enough. For you two, you are watching the show. Olga, you're watching the show. Fair enough? Yeah, you need to determine whatever you do, you know, because you are buying or the 4 hour, or you might say, okay, I'm going to still buy the daily. All right, what pattern are you buying? On the 4 hour chart, you have no uptrend anymore, so you have no pattern, unless you're inventing hot water, everybody. Where is the stop loss going to go? But for the sake of there is no right or wrong, okay, I'm going to buy. I'm sorry, you lost. Fair enough, everybody? Does this make sense? This happens because we are mixing apples with bananas. Does this make sense? The monthly influence the weekly, the influence the daily influence the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, but you cannot make money on the 15-minute chart based on what is happening on the monthly. Does this make sense? Shantana says, oh, now I'm going to sell. There is no right or wrong. But does this make sense, everybody? If you look at the monthly, what is happening on the monthly, and then you go from the monthly to the 15, it's a losing game. The monthly, it's too big, it's huge. One candle, it's a month. But you have a relationship how the higher time frame controls price action movement on the smaller time frame, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, with the relationship to the daily to the weekly. Alright? Now, Shantana lost 1, Olga and David won 1. What are you going to do down in here, everybody? So the daily pushed a little bit further down either. What are you going to do down in here on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? So you won 1, Shantana lost 1, David and Olga, you won 1. Next opportunity on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, what are you going to do? This happens all the time, and you are not going to like the answer. Sell again? Yeah, the first trade was down in here. Okay, everybody circle, circle. The first trade was in here, Shantana lost, David and Olga won. Now we are here in the second circle. And remember, you are trading the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. David, it's political today. Wait, you cannot wait. It's a question of direction. Direction, everybody. Forex course 101, you must understand and learn. You are going to win when you get your direction right. No waiting in here, no. If you want to be one of my traders, my partners in the future, whatever, no waiting. No, 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 no. Shantana, you are going to lose again. Shantana lost the second one, everybody. Shantana lost the second one, buying the 4 hour. Lost again, lost the second one. How many losers, Shantana, do you want to have? 20? David and Olga, Olga and David, help Shantana understand what is happening. Is Shantana losing because how it's called, luck? Or is Shantana doing something wrong? Shantana bought in here and lost. Shantana bought in here now for the second time and lost. Help Shantana to understand, everybody, what's happening. And look also the everybody, is the daily in a retracement or is the daily in an extension? What is the daily doing? You can burn the account like this, everybody, makes sense? Shantana, are you going against the trend or are you trading with the trend? There is a cliche quote, everybody. The trend is your friend until it bends. Are you going with the trend or are you going against the trend? Look at the daily. Is the daily in a retracement or is the daily in an extension? Sell the daily. Extension, making lower lows, lower. Sell, okay? Now there is a third opportunity, Shantana. Today Shantana is on the line. Shantana, what is it going to do now the third time? You lost 2 trades. What are you going to do down in here? At the blue. So daily is an extension, everybody. Daily. Olga is short in the daily, which is super cool. Shantana is on the 4 hour, lost 2 times buying. Now, Shantana, what are you going to do the third time? By the way, now that the price section is down, 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 also not a lot, but on the weekly too, right? On the weekly, the market is going to move a little bit, right? Not a lot, because, right? What are you going to do down in here? Buy or sell? Everybody, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. You can, this is, you know, you're going against the trend. This is a no-go. You know, the daily. So here, everybody, to have a better probability on our trade, we need to have the best alignment possible between the 4 charts. Shantana is getting crushed because the daily, it's aligned with the 4 hour, 2 hour, and those 2 charts together are aligned and are pushing down. Make sense? The daily grabbed the 4 hour and is pushing the 4 hour down, and Shantana is buying and buying and buying. It's losing, losing, losing. I will sell. Everybody, I'm doing this for your good, right? I'm doing this because I wanted to help you. And now that Shantana is going to sell, what is going to happen? Now, for one strange reason, the daily is going to go up, 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 and is going to make a higher, is going to break past resistance, and is going to be up in here. Now that Shantana bought 2 times and lost, and now Shantana said sell. Now that Shantana is trading in the right alignment, now the daily is going to change direction, and Shantana is going to lose again. Okay, wonderful. Really not wonderful, but why this happened? Why this happens every day? Anybody, do you have this kind of experience with the market? You are buying and buying and losing, and when you reverse the position, now you are not buying anymore, you are selling, and the market says, now when you want, now when you want. It looks like the market's playing around with you, isn't it? Does anybody have this kind of experience? Happens every day. So pat yourself on the back, everybody. This is the skill. Makes sense? You are trying to learn this. Okay? Why did the... So the issue is not on the 4 hour chart, everybody. Shantana, don't worry. Try to learn, everybody. The issue is not on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. There is not the issue. Why this price action changed directions? So the 4 hour time frame changed direction because of what is happening on the daily. Does this make sense? Why did the daily, instead of going down, why did the daily go up? The answer is it's on the weekly. And then everybody, if you find value in these lessons, give it a like on YouTube, alright? Tell your friends and family that there is a free course out there, okay? That Mike is looking for traders and it's not a joke. Why the daily stopped falling down and it's going up, making higher highs, higher lows? The answer there is on the weekly. What is the weekly telling you? Is the weekly market structure or the weekly market wave up or down? We have 10 minutes, everybody, then I need to go. Ah, ring the bell. Is the weekly, why this happens all the time on the daily chart, everybody? Is it going down, down, down? When you short, whoop, goes up. Or is it going up, up, up? When you buy, whoop, goes down. Make sense, everybody? What was the reason for the daily to change direction on the short-term trend? Meaning extension, retracement, extension was down. David just said, oh, the daily is extending, which it did, and then reversed and went back up. And I'm telling you, the answer is down in here. How you understand the weekly? What is the weekly doing? By the way, the blue price action that you are seeing on the daily is in here. That's the daily. This is the daily price action now from the weekly perspective. Can you see it, everybody? This circle on the daily is this circle on the weekly. Why the daily, instead of going down into a further retracement on the, if you are paying attention to my vocabulary, I already gave you the answer. Why the weekly didn't push in further retracement? Why the weekly didn't push in further retracement? Why did it went up? If you don't know, type in the chat. I don't know. I don't know. Teacher Olga, Teacher David, Teacher Shantana, and everybody else online, YouTubers too. How is the weekly? So from the vertical line, this was a surprise, wasn't it, for you? From the vertical line on the right, oh, you know, shoot, I didn't expect. From the vertical line on the weekly, on the right, you would say, oh, you know, I didn't expect this to happen. We are getting there, Shantana. First the weekly. The monthly it's up. Yes, it is. What about the weekly? Is the weekly up or down? You need to pay attention to those details, everybody. Is the weekly up or down? You've learned all of this. Every single time frame has the long-term view, medium-term view, short-term view. Alright? Monthly it's up, yes sir. What about the weekly? Was the weekly up or down until the purple vertical line? There is no right or wrong, don't worry, you can type anything you want. Everybody, if you have friends and family who are 2 years plus in the different courses and are not making it, tell them about me, send me an email, because you might need to go to the Forex course 202. Me and David, we have a meeting on Friday, okay, and we're going to see if David is ready to go to the Advanced Institutional Trader course. Everybody, if this is the relevant low and if this is the relevant high, how is the weekly, up or down? I didn't chart for you. I didn't chart like this, agreed? There is, you have a, I didn't chart like this the weekly, that you would have a lower low. You have a straight line up, agreed? So if you have a straight line like this, relevant low, relevant high, how is the weekly positioned? Is the weekly in an up market wave, uptrend, whatever, or is down? What is the direction of the pattern? Boss, but the market was retracing. The market was retracing, sure. But isn't this what you've learned on the market wave, market structure trends? Isn't this what you've learned from the previous lessons, and now you have the one of the most important lessons to learn? It's how multiple time frames act. This was the blue, it was a retracement on the red. The red up market wave, and you've learned that the market wave is what dictates the price action. It's extension, retracement, extension, and you've learned from the previous lessons that you can spot the market wave on the weekly chart, not monthly, but the weekly, because you can see the change in the shortened trend. Agreed? So this mess on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, you are constantly losing, or maybe you are losing most of the time. It's because you didn't acquire the skill yet how the four time frames work together. Does this make sense? News events excluded. You have specific pairs. You have two easy pairs right now, and I'm not going to tell you because you're going to do stupid things with the money. You have two super simple no-brainer pairs to make money. There are the four alignments. The monthly is aligned with the weekly. The weekly, all the four are showing the same direction. And you're going to make money when you get the direction right. Does this make sense? So, before we finish for today, the weekly pushed up because it's an up market way up in here. So this is the retracement, okay? And this retracement from the daily, as Shantana said, where was the daily? We didn't learn yet, but not the daily, sorry, the monthly. We didn't learn yet, but the monthly happens to be at the pivot point or past support. Make sense, everybody? So in here we're going to constantly lose because those time frames are small, unless we can understand and learn to work with 1 hour, 2 hour with the daily, and the daily need to work with the weekly, and then the weekly must work with the monthly. Does this make sense? There is no right or wrong. Boss, this is too complicated. Download the recording from YouTube and rewatch it a few times and try to... That's a skill, everybody. Makes sense? Take a cell phone and take a screenshot, everybody, and type in the chat done, and then we're going to finish for today. Alright? Take the cell phone, screenshot, type in the chat done. This is a learnable skill. Okay? Homework, if you want, not mandatory. Choose a few loser of yours, a few losing trades, and try to identify, was this loser, how was this loser aligned? Example, let's say that you lost on the 4 hour chart. How was this entry of yours, not the stop loss, entry of yours aligned with the daily, aligned with the weekly, and aligned with the monthly at the moment of your entry? Okay? How to do this? Put a vertical line on TradingView would be the best. So you put a vertical line on your entry and sync in layout. Let me see if TradingView works. Give me a second, everybody. So give me a second. I need to redo, refresh. So I'm going to go on the 4 hour chart. Okay, let's say that I made a trade in vertical line. Let's say that I made a trade in here. So I'm going to put right click and sync in layout. Now I can see it on the 4 time frames. Can you see it, everybody? So I can check how was the alignment at the moment of my entry on the 4 hour chart. How was this alignment simultaneously on the daily, on the weekly, and on the monthly? Okay, everybody, thank you very much. Our time is up. See you back tomorrow. do the homework. Never forget, I'm looking for traders, everybody. Okay. Tell your friends who are 2 years, 3 years, 5 years in the making. Okay. Whoops. So I need to check this, change this to 2023. Okay, so if you want consistent results, learn the mindset and heartset of the professionals. Ask for the Forex course 202, the institutional trader course. If you've been around the block for 2, 3, 4 years, you must come to this course. Why? Because you're not stupid, right? But yeah, you are lacking some specific knowledge. And this knowledge is your next level. Make sense, everybody? Tell your friends that's not their fault. Alright? If you have friends and family who are not making for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, pat them on the back and tell them it's not your fault. You didn't learn. Alright? The knowledge, it's not on YouTube, everybody. It's not on YouTube. On YouTube is what it's easy, what everybody... Agreed, everybody? These classes, you know, trend lines, Fibonacci, you can do this too, agreed? That's the easy part. Making money, it's a different story. Alright, everybody, see you back tomorrow. This is the boss, signing off.